game days when you're looking to kind of improve on efficiency, or what small things are you looking for to make your game better?
Yeah, I mean, uh, I mean, for me, like one thing that I do check during the game is how many turnovers I have. And tonight I had way too many turnovers. No matter what I did throughout the game, good for me. I mean, I just gotta, as much as I get people involved and things like that, I try to take care of the ball as much as possible so we can at least get a shot up. And sometimes I'm trying to get guys involved, and early on right now, we're just sometimes it will be misplaced or certain things that just won't go our way, and I'll have a turnover. And uh, but that's something that like I really try to be better at. I mean, efficiency is going to be what it is. I mean, there's going to be games where I shoot really really good, and there's going to be games where I mean I got to find other ways to be impactful. And so even though my shot wasn't falling necessarily at times tonight, like I was still finding ways to do other things, and that's all I can do and pride myself on every night.
So in a game like tonight, when it's not falling like you want, but you still get 38 and 10,
Yeah.
talk to me what's your mindset and what going through to maybe get those shots in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, just staying aggressive. I mean, I think that's the main thing. Is I can't stop being aggressive at any point in the game, no matter if my shot's falling or if I've had a couple turnovers here or there. Like I got to continue to stay aggressive for my teammates because, I mean, that's what draws two people. That's what I mean. It pulls gravity. So whenever I do make one or two shots, then they're trapping me at half court, and then I get to see my teammates play 4-on-3 on the backside. So no matter if I do miss a couple shots and I stay aggressive, if I hit a couple, I mean, teams are going to respect that, and then it opens up everything else.
Trey, it's been a very strong start to the season, although it's just 2 games. But you made history tonight, not only with the Hawks with the stat line you put up, but you also tied Oscar Robertson as being just the second player in NBA history to start off 2 seasons having 30 points and 10 assists. So, what are you seeing out there on the court in these first 2 games?
I mean, I mean, for me, like I always, it's just about reads. I don't feel like it's ever gonna change. Like when I come off screens, like it's really up to me to make the right reads, and sometimes I mess up and I don't. But yeah, I think for me, I'm making the right reads, and my teammates are making plays. Like Dre had a hell of a game tonight. Dyson, like, another game, career high for him. Like it's guys are making plays, and so it's not just me out there making plays. And I mean, my guys are moving and making plays too. So
Trey, I think I asked you about this last season, but I think you did it with Tyrese Maxey as well. So tonight with LaMelo, you knew he had 5 fouls? Did somebody tell you he had 5 fouls, or you knew he had 5 fouls?
yeah, I mean, if you ain't known by now, I'm one of the smartest players in this league. Like I know when guys have 1 or 5 fouls. I know a lot of things that's going on the court.
And just based off of that, so is that kind of like an incentive for you to go at those guys to draw the fouls and to get them to foul out?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's every. I mean, a lot of really good, smart players in the league do that. I mean, when you see a guy that has that much usage on their team, and I mean has that much impact on their team, I mean that's why a lot of teams like going at. I mean me. I mean that's part of it. Like you wanna go at the guy that's as I mean has the ball in their hands a lot and makes a lot of plays on the offensive end and make them work on the defense. So I mean, he had 5 fouls, so obviously it's smart to continue to go at him. And I knew he was screening, and so yeah, I just tried to chase over the screen, try to get a moving screen on him, and that's what he did. So yeah.
On a night when you lead the team in most of the statistical categories, how do you determine to lead by example or when to be more vocal?
That's I mean that's just I don't know. I feel like we get too detailed with that. I feel like it's just part of the game. Like whatever the game brings is what it's gonna bring you. Like I mean, there's times that you don't need to say anything to a teammate, and he understands what he did wrong, and you don't need to double down and press on him even more because he's just as competitive or just as mad about his mistake as we all are. So it doesn't do any good for me to say something to him. Sometimes it's okay for him to go through it, and we all just get out there and then we move on to the next one. But then there are times that you gotta speak up, and when you see things that can be better, that you do that. And I think it's not just a when you do it or a certain time. I think the game is going to tell you when to do it, and that's why we can always be better in certain areas, and that's something that we can always be better at. So.
Trae, when you see you have 8 rebounds and 4 steals, we know you've taken a lot of pride in stepping up on the defensive end, but when you see the kind of work that you've put in pay off on that side of the ball, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's not going to be the same every night, obviously. Like, but you want to try to strive to have that every night. Like for me, like I know I'm not going to get 8 rebounds every night, but there's certain nights that may cause and may need for me to go out there and do that. They were tipping the ball out a lot, and they still got too many offensive rebounds. And that was a focus point going into this game because the last game it was that way. So that's something that we can get better at. And so for me as a guard, trying to get those long rebounds is something that's important, and I got to keep doing that, and I will.
Look, LaMelo tonight, SGA this weekend. How much do you enjoy these type of star point guard matchups?
Man, it's every night. It's every night. No matter who you playing. Every night is a good PG you're going up against, and you're gonna have to bring your A game, and that's what's tough about being a part of this league. And I think that's what makes this league so special and hard to be a part of. So you gotta embrace that challenge as a player, as a PG. It's tough, but if you want to be the best, you gotta go through everybody. Yeah.